Okay, hard to believe, but 2015 is half over. Gone. Finished. So what about your New Year's resolutions? Yeah, you remember them? Are you still on track, or do you need a little motivation this morning? Well, to help us, here they are, Terry and Jerry. Terry Johnson and Jerry Korb with the Baton Rouge General. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What was your New Year's resolution?
Well, I always say that I'm going to drink more water. That's my go-to.
You on track?
And I do.
What about yours?
Get ready for this new baby.
Well,
arriving in September.
Are you on track?
I am.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of us, it's kind of like, God, it's been 6 months. I'm not on track. I'm just going to wait till next year. What do you tell them?
Well, I think it's important that people look at where they are and realize that we still have another 6 months before it's time to make more resolutions. So just realize where you are and start today. Start simple, start with small goals, maybe a new thing to add to your diet. This week I'm going to focus on water, and 2 weeks after I accomplish that, I'm going to add more greens to my diet. So small attainable goals.
Why is it more important to drink more water?
Well, water is what we need to help regulate our body temperature. Very important right now since the summertime. We need water to flush toxins from our bodies, so very, very important really for overall health.
Well, one of the big resolutions is exercise. That's where you come in.
Right.
What do you tell folks, you know, now that you're at the midway point of the year and it's not quite working out, your resolution, what do you tell them?
Right. Well, I think the problem is that what we've experienced in the programs that we're involved in at Baton Rouge General between weight management, functional fitness, and then also to medical nutrition therapy is that people get derailed because they just don't have a plan. And so we just always advise them to put together a plan. It's like the difference between having a compass and a map. They both have their endpoints, right? But yet the map gives you so many more details on how to get around the obstacles and to avoid the peaks and valleys.
What are you finding in terms of how long does it take somebody to create a habit? You know, if you want to have a habit for healthy eating or exercise, how long does it take?
Typically they say about 21 days or
That's
3
it.
weeks, but it depends on how much focus you put on that habit, of course. But again, if you start with one thing, make that a habit, and then that builds confidence to add another thing to work on that to make that a habit as well.
Okay, with 6 months left in the year, your one piece of advice, motivation, inspiration to tell folks out there about how to stick with it.
Put together a plan, and even if you have to get professionals involved, always include your primary care physician as well, so they can sort of steer that for you. And also include behavioral changes, and also too accountability. That's how people will actually stick to plans and attain those goals.
What about you? What would you tell them?
I'd say accountability. Find a buddy. I think it's a great idea to find a nutritionist and a trainer to work with to help make you accountable, to keep you in the present.
And you can do that at Baton Rouge General, and we have a link to your website where you have all kinds of information about programs where folks can keep to those resolutions.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, you know, I understand Josh's resolution was to play more golf this year, and he hasn't been following through, right?